I travelled to Johannesburg recently. In fact, last night. Got back around 7, did my usual thing, tried to order an Uber, but the wheel of death on the Uber app just kept going round and round, and I noticed more and more people waiting and waiting and waiting, and I asked a couple of people, are you having trouble with the Uber app? And they said, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Now, what was interesting was on the other side of the car park where the drivers pick up were a whole bunch of taxi drivers. Now, you can just join the dots for yourself in terms of the demographic. We've got a bunch of people like me on the app not working, and a bunch of taxi drivers available and there on the other side of the parking lot, just there, just being themselves, And it was just so interesting to observe in my own experience. And what I'm about to say is just, I don't beat myself up for it. It just is what it is. But I noticed it was like, oh my God, I must get an Uber because an Uber's safe and I know where I'm going and it's convenient. And then it's not working. But over there's an opportunity, And I noticed how, what do I want to say? I want to say the word brainwashed, but how conditioned I am, how much I want safety and security, and yet I know it's a complete farce. It's an illusion because life doesn't offer us. It's not about security and control. I mean, there's just so much going on, So I noticed this woman walk across to these guys. She obviously wanted things to happen, and they weren't happening. So picture the scene, like one lone white woman, blonde hair, walking towards, a bunch of 10 black guys, right? And I noticed that I thought, well, first of all, I was inspired by her doing it. I felt such a fraud. I felt such a coward, But I'm like, okay, fine, get a grip, man. So I followed, and I said I was trying to make her feel better. I was trying to be a rescuer, it feels awful saying this, but anyway. It is what it is. And so I said, can we share a ride? Can I come with you? Because I kind of wanted to make her feel okay, but I also wanted to get a lift myself, and I didn't want to offend the guy. It was just like all this stuff going on. And the guy said, look, I can take you to where you drop this person off first, and then I can, take you and drop you off. And I said, that's a big roundabout trip, and it's going to take a lot longer. And he said, well, here, use my friend here. So I went with his friend, and I had just an amazing ride. He took me home, gave me a really good rate. Had an incredible conversation with him, and I now have my new Uber driver, who's a guy who lives close by, and I can call him, and I have a relationship with him. And so I came out of my own head and my own stuckness, and was really pleasantly surprised. But just picture that scene, will you? Like technology, the haves, the smartphones, the convenience, the safety, the security, and then, that doesn't work. You got to do what works, and often the answer is right in front of us, right under our nose. We're just unwilling to see it. So that was a really joyful experience for me.